Good morning, students. Today the topic is double-ended queue, that is DQ. Why it is called as double-ended queue? So as the name implies, so it is a queue data structure in which the insertion and deletion operations both are performed at both the ends. That is, as we know, we have two pointers, two ends in queue data structure. They are front end and the rear end. So you can perform both the insertion and deletion operation at both ends. That's why it's called as double-ended queue, which means that we can insert at both front and rear position, and you can delete the elements from the queue from both front and rear position. That is called as double-ended queue. Whereas in normal queue, the insertion takes place at rear end and deletion takes place at front end. But in double-ended queue, it is not a restriction. You can perform the insertion at both the ends. Similarly, you can perform deletion operation at both the ends. To represent the double-ended queue, we have two ways. One is output restricted double-ended queue. The other one is input restricted double-ended queue. Double-ended queue can be represented by two ways. They are, one is output restricted double-ended queue. The other one is input restricted double-ended queue. So what is input restricted double-ended queue? So as the name implies here, the input is restricted. The insertion operation is restricted to only one end. The insertion operation is performed at only one end, and you can perform the deletion operation at both the ends. See the figure. You can insert the element from one end, whereas the deletion operation can be performed at both the ends. That's why it's called as input restricted double-ended queue. The reverse is known as output restricted double-ended queue. In output restricted double-ended queue, the deletion is performed at only one end, whereas you can perform the insertion operation at both the ends. So see the figure. Here we can perform the insertion at both the ends, but it is not possible for deletion. Deletion is restricted to one end. That's why it's called as output restricted double-ended queue. The operations on DQ. So you can perform several operations on DQ data structure. They are insert at front, delete from end, insert at rear, delete from rear. DQ data structure supports two more functions. One is full, the other one is empty. The meaning of is full and is empty are as same as the queue data structure. Is full is a function which is used to check whether the DQ is full or not. If the DQ is full, it returns true value, otherwise it returns false value. Is empty function is used to test whether the DQ is empty or not. If the DQ is empty, it returns true value, otherwise it returns false value. The next topic is implementation of DQ using a circular array. As we know, NQ is an operation which is used to insert some element into the DQ. So the steps required for NQ operation, consider this is given DQ. Initially the DQ is empty, which means that both the front end and rear end are set to -1. Since the DQ is empty, inserting an element either from the front end or from the rear end, both are same only. For example, we have inserted the element 1. Okay. After the insertion, the friend should be incremented. It is equal to 0 and the rear is also equal to 0. Both friend and rear end points to the same element because we have inserted the element in the empty DQ. So this is our next example. Suppose we want to insert the next element from the rear end means, so as usual for the insertion you have to increment the rear pointer by 1. Okay. So increment the rear pointer by 1. So initially rear equal to 0. So it is incremented by 1. So now rear equal to 1. That is, it is pointing to the second element. After incrementing the rear pointer, the element is stored at that position. Now friend is pointing to the first element. Again we are inserting one more element from the rear end. So what is the step? So you have to increment the rear pointer. So rear equal to 1 in the previous step, but now it is rear equal to 2. After incrementing the rear pointer, you can insert the third element into the DQ, but friend always points to the first element. Suppose if we want to insert the element from the front end, we have to decrement the value of friend by 1. Okay. For the insertion from rear end, you have to increment the rear end, whereas if you want to insert the element from the front end, you have to decrement the value of friend by 1. So here the friend value is 0. If you decrement the friend value by 1, so now we get it is -1. We know that it is not a valid index. So we have to set friend as n minus 1. So let us assume n equal to 5. So now friend points to the location 4. You can insert the element at that position. So this is the procedure for insertion from front end side. The next thing is DQ operation. DQ is used to delete an element from the queue. For deletion, normally deletion takes place at front end side, but because it is a double-ended queue, it should support deletion from rear end also. Okay. So first we are considering the front end deletion. If the friend is pointing to the last element of the array, and if I want to perform delete operation from the friend, I have to increment the friend pointer by 1. That is, I am going to delete the element at index 4. After deletion, friend should be incremented by 1, so which gives you the value 5. We know this is not a valid index, so you have to set friend as 0. Okay, so the rule is, if friend points to the last element and if we are deleting the last element, then you have to set friend as 0. Okay, after deletion. So the next thing we are going to see is deletion from rear end. To delete an element from rear end, you have to decrement the rear value by 1. After decrementing the rear value, you can pop out the deleted element. So for example, see the figure, R points to the index value 2. So if I want to delete an element from rear end, I have to decrement rear by 1. So now R points to the index 1. After decrementing the rear pointer, I can pop out the element. I can taken out the element. So the deleted element is 3 here. Okay. Similarly, if the rear is pointing to the first element, what is the case? If I want to delete the element from the rear, okay, you have to set rear equal to n minus 1. If I want to delete the first element, okay, so what is the normal procedure? I have to decrement the rear value by 1. So see the figure, r equal to 0. So I have to decrement r by 1. So now r equal to minus 1. We know that it is an invalid index. So in this case, you have to set rear as n minus 1. In our assumption, in our problem, we have taken n as 5. So rear becomes 4. Okay. So that's about the procedure for deletion. So once again, I'm just telling what is double-ended queue. In a normal queue, both the insertion and deletion can be performed at only one end. Usually, insertion takes place at rear end and the deletion takes place at front end. But in D queue, that is double-ended queue, you can perform both the insertion and deletion at both the ends. That's why it's called as double-ended queue. We have two types, output restricted double-ended queue and the input restricted double-ended queue, and the sum of the operations that can be performed on D queue. Okay. Then the procedure for insertion and deletion we have studied. So thank you all.